In the heart of Chicago, there was a young man named Zach. From a young age, Zach was a dreamer. He spent hours sketching business ideas in his worn-out notebook, envisioning a future where his name was known not for where he came from, but for what he accomplished. But life wasn't easy. His family struggled to make ends meet, and the idea of entrepreneurship seemed like a distant fantasy. Zach was ambitious and hard-working, but every time he shared his dreams, he was met with ridicule. "You think you're going to be the next Steve Jobs?" his cousin would sneer. "Get real, Zach. You're just a kid from the neighborhood." Undeterred, Zach continued to dream. He spent hours in the library, reading books on business and self-improvement, taking notes on every concept he could grasp. He even started a small online store selling custom t-shirts to learn about e-commerce. It wasn't much, but it was a start. One day, Zach got a chance to pitch his business idea to a group of potential investors. He had spent months preparing his proposal, perfecting every detail. The day finally arrived, and he found himself standing before a group of well-dressed investors in a high-rise conference room. His palms were sweaty, but he believed in his idea, a tech platform that connected local artisans with potential buyers across the country. But as he began to speak, the investors barely paid attention. Some checked their phones, others whispered among themselves. One investor, a man in an expensive suit, leaned back and smirked. "You? A businessman?" he said, his voice dripping with condescension. "Maybe try being a delivery driver instead. You're not cut out for this." The words hit Zach like a punch to the gut. He could feel his cheeks burning as laughter echoed in the room. His confidence shattered, and he walked out feeling humiliated. That night, he replayed their words over and over. The disrespect stung, but it also ignited a fire within him. "Maybe they're right," he thought as he stared at the ceiling in the darkness of his tiny apartment. But deep down, another voice whispered, "Or maybe they're wrong. Maybe they just don't see what you see." Zach decided that the only way to silence them was through undeniable success. Disrespect became his closure. He no longer sought validation from those who belittled him. Instead, he channeled all his frustration and anger into his work. He worked tirelessly. Zach took up odd jobs, cleaning offices, delivering food, and fixing computers, anything to save up money to fund his dream. Every dollar he earned, he poured back into his business idea. He taught himself marketing, sales, and financial management through free online courses. He connected with mentors who believed in him and absorbed every lesson he could. Months turned into years. Zach's tech platform finally launched, but success didn't come overnight. The first few months were brutal. There were days when he didn't sell a single item. But Zach refused to quit. He reached out to local artisans, built partnerships, and created compelling marketing campaigns. Slowly but surely, the platform began to gain traction. One evening, while reviewing his finances, Zach received an email that would change everything. A major investor had seen one of his marketing campaigns and wanted to discuss potential funding. It was the same investor who had ridiculed him years ago. The meeting was set. This time, Zach walked into the same high-rise building with a confident stride. The investor recognized him immediately but said nothing. As Zach presented his thriving platform, he noticed the investor's expression change, from smug indifference to astonished respect. "People often ask me what drove me to succeed," Zach said, pausing to lock eyes with the investor. "It was the disrespect. It was the closure I needed to stop seeking approval and start proving my worth." The room erupted in applause. The investor looked away, unable to meet Zach's gaze. Zach smiled, feeling the weight of years of struggle lift from his shoulders. The disrespect that once broke him was now the very fuel that made him unbreakable.